Hello everybody. Welcome back to another Crossing Minute live stream. My name is Dan, and once again, we are building out some happy homes. We're going to be making the happiest homes you ever did see. At least by my definition. Because if you've seen some of the homes I build, they sure do make me happy. But I have trouble sometimes taking the client's request and really catering to them and their needs and desires. It's just, I'm not a mind reader, you know? But we're going to try. We're going to do our best. So, with that, we will get started. There are a couple things I should probably take care of before we go, and a lot of you are still kind of getting in the door. So maybe we'll do a couple little daily things around the island first, and then we will head over to the archipelago, because I'll be honest, this is not my primary island, so I don't play on it as much as I really should. So it goes a little bit neglected, which I hate for it. It's a great island. It deserves more tender love and care, but there's so many things we're trying to do on my other island right now that it makes it difficult. All right, we'll check the mail here, and we'll say hello to some people. First, let me grab the warm painting I bought. Pashmina has some gift for me, and then Cousteau has something to say about his muscles. Nothing I really care about, though. Cool, how is everybody? See, Cats and More Cats is here. How's it going? Milo Plays, Miss Potato, Pog Girl, Cindy, Jingle Cat, a lot of cat names here. Susie, Bean, Celestial Knight, helping us moderate today. Hello. Sonic, how's it going? I Am Cat. That's, I think, the third cat name today. Coffee Reliant, that's me right now. I just made a cup of coffee before the stream. And Daisy and Stardust and Mika and Nima and Shino and Donald and is it Michelle? How's it going? Castle Lion, thank you for being a member. And no thank you, how's it going? I've been noticed by a YouTuber. With a name like Cats and More Cats, I'm not sure how you haven't been noticed before. Maybe you're just not saying hi in enough live streams. How's it going, everybody? Welcome, thank you for being here. So yeah, we're just gonna bounce around the island for a tiny bit, get a couple little chores done, and then head over and start decorating some homes. I saw a balloon in the distance that I would like to grab. On this character, I'm still trying to get some holiday recipes. I think I have them all on my other character. Definitely not on this guy. So I want to find out who's crafting, and I'm trying to look on the beach as well to see if anything appears, you know, like a recipe for some holiday goodness. Nope. Well, we tried. Probably on the other beach. I even got gold roses waiting for me out here, which I'm not going to dig up right now. A lot of them. Got 3. That's a pretty good haul. All right. I've been kind of working on this area a little bit. As you can see, my farm behind Coco and Marshall's house is kind of... It needs to move over a tile. And to move something like this over one tile represents a lot of extra work, which is kind of silly. Over here, I did finally use the arena for an activity for once. I created a pitfall race. This was on another stream the other day. And so it was a pitfall race, and the winner of the race couldn't use a shovel. But they won 30 gold nuggets. That's what's in this present. So the last was hosting a stream for a charity, and I decided to put this together for it. And I have not... This is the first time I've actually used the arena for something arena-y. I have a gyroid audience I'm working on up here. These guys are all here to cheer on any competitors. Plenty of room for more audience members as well. I didn't have a lot, so I just kind of spread them out. Hello, Care Bear. How's it going? Selling stuff with a few gold roses. Goes for a pretty good price. Yeah, gold roses, when you pluck them, 1,000 bells each. And then if you craft them into something, all those bells become worth double. So, pro tip for anybody out there. Island's cool. Love the gold. Thank you. This is my gold core island, which I really need to take time to do more with. The problem is I've been kind of saving up items because I've never seen this table before. This is really cool. Outdoor kitchen. Wow, I got to use this. This thing's really cool. That's a great item. Yeah, I don't do enough on the island because I'm stockpiling items on the island because I'm stockpiling items right now, so we can actually do some more builds. But I do have a good idea of some stuff that needs to get done. For example, Able Sisters has been placed in its new permanent home, and it needs decorations around it. Up here behind Resident Services, I'm just gonna make it like a big display area. Now, it would be for a Toy Day display, but I'm really running out of time for that, so probably not this year. But I could do like a New Year's display or I don't know, who knows, maybe a Valentine's display. But I kind of, because this area is prime flyover territory, I kind of thought this would be a cool area just to display cool stuff, like that changes out seasonally. And we got the neighborhood up here after you cross the Gold Bridge. There's not a lot going on in the neighborhood right now because, again, I need to decorate. Trying to make a gold rose plantation, but for some reason they don't want to grow anymore. Yeah, the gold roses are very... That's why I have so many black roses planted. It takes a bit to get a hold of them. Gold rose wreaths go for 12,000 each, so get more than a stack of 10 roses. You have Bell Boom. Oh yeah, I've got Bell Boom too. Wow, yeah, that's a good idea. I should get Bell Boom on this one, on this guy, because right now I'm buying turnips on my other character. So this one is not I'm only running out of money with this character. I'm not keeping up my account with turnips like I normally would. Someone asked, how do you breed gold roses? So you got to unlock the gold watering can or have a friend nice enough to make you one. And when you have the gold watering can, what you do is you water black roses with it. And that creates the opportunity to get gold roses. So I know I'm getting really distracted right now with weeds and everything. I am about to head out to the archipelago, but I just want to find the recipe on the beach before we go. And I'm also looking for weeds. Oh, look, gyroid fragment. Look at that. Climbing a ladder while holding a ladder. There we go. I've been really enjoying finding these on the beach, the gyroid fragments. I thought that was a cool update. Apple wall. Oh, I didn't have it. Oh, look at that. I'm not used to that. Okay. So I'm going to... I could do a cat and island right now. I'm not going to do that. I'm just kind of taking one look around here in this section of the island. I love the way this mine turned out, by the way. The gold mine is probably one of my favoriteest builds I've done in Animal Crossing thus far. It's simple. There's not a lot to it, but it just looks so cool. And every time I come down here, I get really excited about 2.0 all over again because there's so many new items. I'm gonna move this ladder. I hate that location for it. I'm gonna move it over here. Giving you watch while it works. Do you want me to commentate more quietly? Rip Clyde. Yeah, sorry Clyde. Just step over you like you're nothing. See, this is where I envisioned a ladder, and I just haven't made one for this. That's not where I wanted you, but that was also acceptable. There we go. See, perfect. Now we're right by the entrance. Sorry I can't make the rest of the stream today. Might be able to come later if you're still live. I'll be live for a bit. We'll be up. Usually it's a 2 to 3 hour ordeal. So if you're unable to make it, I always keep them on the channel for your perusal after the fact. And if I have extra time, I'll even timestamp it for you. But I'm not promising that because it does take some extra time. Snow Island? Oh, yes. It's that time of year. I keep finding weeds. I'm trying to move on with my day. Look at this. There we go. Courtney, how's it going? Coco's a thought bubble. I am ignoring Coco. I have a feeling Coco wants to leave. I'd rather the thought bubble go to somebody else. All right, let's start with Harves because I want to see if there's any artwork I can grab first. No leaving, Coco. How's your buddy Marshall? I think he's good. I got a second Marshall's photo recently because I've been building up. I've been trying to get a second one. He finally handed one over. So, who knows? Maybe I can sell it for a small fortune of Nook Miles tickets or something. Speaking of Nook Miles tickets, currently we have two things going on in relation to the Discord server. If you guys are interested, we have a building competition that just wrapped up for the best bathroom that one could build. We've narrowed it down to our final 4, and there's only a couple days left to vote and tell us who you think should win that competition. So please, if you haven't already, visit our Discord, vote on your favorite bathroom. If you go to the announcements channel, you can find the announcement in there for that. And then, other than the best bathroom, we have a new competition going right now where we asked everyone to put together a Toy Day display. Now, this one would be on your main island somewhere, so you need to actually source the materials yourself to participate. But build somewhere on your island and take one picture and put it in the Discord and enter to win 100 Nook Miles tickets. That is also what's at stake for the previous competition that's wrapping up with voting right now. We're giving away 100 Nook Miles tickets. So, if you're looking to have some extra fun, thank you, Vanessa, for putting the Discord in there. If you're looking to have some extra fun, we have that going on right now. Trying to do some extra competitions. And if your island's messy, that's totally fine. The idea is it would just be one section. So one area on your island that would fit one photo. So if you built a whole giant Toy Day display, but you couldn't take a full photo of it, then you probably wouldn't want to submit, that. So if you're worried about your whole island being messy, don't. Obviously, it's totally optional. If you don't feel like doing it, don't do it. But yeah, if you wanted to enter, we're only judging the one picture you send us. I don't really want to spend all my time shopping, but they did just restock the other day, and I haven't been over here, so I'm kind of curious. Like, Sahara always has cool stuff. Like, yeah, I kind of want all of this stuff. Oh, jeez. I'll try to be quick about this. I know that carrot bag was cool. I've joined the Discord. Oh, thank you. Yesterday when I made a Snowboy, it couldn't stop talking about how I made the head the same as the body. Snowboys are so rude. I really don't enjoy making them. How do you get so many bells? Turnips. Turnips, turnips, turnips. Turnips and lots of friends who also play with turnips every week. We have a turnip channel in our Discord as well. So if you are somebody who does some turnip trading, oftentimes there'll be somebody in there saying, hey, I got a good price. Who wants to come over? So that is also a thing. Someone else at Facebook groups. Yeah, you can definitely, there's all sorts like Discords, Facebook groups, Nookazon, all kinds of places where people trade turnips. So yeah. Sorry about the extra delay here, but Sahara has some good stuff and I want to grab it. Not too active in the Discord, but talk every now and then. Yeah, that's okay. Hardly buy turnips. Yeah, back in the day when I didn't have really anyone to play the game with, back in my New Leaf and City Folk days, I would really avoid turnips. They were this extra thing that created a lot of anxiety. Now I have to play a lot of times throughout the week just to make sure that I get to sell my turnips for something. And it was so rare that I would get a big spike. But I'm really happy to play with them now because I have so many friends that play the game and are interested in trading turnips. So I've amassed 100 million bells on my other character. And that was kind of my long-term goal. You know, I did turnips for an entire year. I got 100 million bells. I'm like, awesome. You know, this is what I wanted. And I'm still doing them on that character because I've spent so much money since the update that I'm starting to dip below 100 million. And we just can't have that. That's not cool. So. All right. On to my task for the day, which is to go to work and do some vacation homes. Rolled can't stick around but want to say hi. Hello, hello. I will have fun. I'll try to have fun designing. We'll see. We'll see what happens. It could go terribly. It won't. I have a social studies project, which is a group project, and the smartest student in the entire group was absent today. Oh, no. Oh, I never liked group projects. You're bringing back memories I didn't want to have right now. I'm gonna pretend you didn't say anything about it. I'm looking for my recipe. I want my glowing moss items. What's this? My day's good. How about you? Glowing moss headband, which I already know. My inventory is full. Okay. How do you have the things on the sides of your Dodo airline screen? Is that just for Happy Home? Oh yeah, that is when you go to this island specifically. That's what that is. Wardell has a favor to ask. Oh no. Do you have any extra DIY materials Nico could... Yes, here we go. Finally unlocked the DIY box. Oh my gosh. Nico's been talking about how he needs more materials for DIY projects. I suppose I didn't pay attention to how serious he was. When Nico crafts, his happiness appears to grow. It is nice. With more materials, he may smile even bigger. Yeah, it'd make his day. So, if you have any extra materials that he could use, would you mind sharing them with Nico? You'll find his materials box upstairs, right next to the workbench. Please put any materials you can spare in the box for him. All right. I would appreciate it. All right, cool. So, excellent. Ooh. We got us a golden game show stand. I'll go ahead and grab this. I have pretty much everything else in catalog form. Nobody likes group projects? Yeah. Okay. So I'm just going to dump all this stuff that I don't need to be carrying with me into storage. And then, I think Nico needs... Let's just see what he needs before I start guessing. What does the note say? Having island counters and pillars in different designs and materials might be handy for designing homes, right? First, I think I'll try to make something simple that could go with anything. I'll need wood and as many tree branches as I can get. I should write down how many I think I need. Let's check the list. 10 wood and 30 branches. You know, of all the materials that I have, I think tree branches are the one that I don't have right now. Let me see. Anna just joined. How's it going? Yep, I got 2 tree branches. In fact, I don't even have regular wood. So I think later I'm going to go to a Caton Island or something and have to gather some stuff because I just made... I showed you guys earlier that area I made in the arena. And that was like a pitfall race. And so I made a crap ton of pitfalls, which take a lot of sticks. And I guess I've been using my wood as well. You didn't finish everything in Happy Home? I did in my other game, but now I'm kind of starting fresh. Because this is a different character on a different Switch. Let's get started. I have everything else. Yeah, just not the first materials I need. Oh yeah, I keep the wasp nests. You can use them in a couple different recipes, so I just like to have some on hand. Okay. So, having my own schoolhouse is a lifelong dream? Is that schoolhouse up there not enough for you somehow? I want to play beach sports whenever I want. Okay. I feel like it'd be fun to stay in a bank and protect its assets. Hey, that sounds interesting. I'm not sure we've met. My name's Gala, and you work for Paradise Planning. I've been looking for a vacation home. Hey, let's chat. How do I have so many gold nuggets? Very generous donations from the community. Okay, so they want an ABD and a counter, and everything else is up to me. Okay. Very nice, like your concept. Next step is to choose an island. I think I know which one I want to use. It's a very popular one. It's this one. And I like this one because it's the closest we have to like a city kind of vibe. And banks, I typically imagine them in cities. It seems like a lovely spot. Can't wait to see it in person. We'll just do one level. All right. No way you can get somebody playing normally. Yeah, I set up something once. I did a video on it. It's on my channel, but I basically let people come over and trade gold nuggets for money that I put on the ground. I expected the money to be stolen, so I recorded it, and instead people, not only did they donate gold nuggets, I made money somehow. It was very confusing. All right. Cool. So we have a pretty good location for this. Let's get in here and start playing around. Forgotten Duke, how's it going? All right. Let's see what we have. So, usually we unlock all kinds of cool stuff. I like how they gave us the golden seat as one of the first items. These covered counters. This is the first time I've seen them in a situation where I can actually imagine them being really useful for, you know, a build. Like, I can see these as being bank teller counters. The only problem is they have a very interesting look to them. Like, they're really old school. And I'm not... but so are these chandeliers. I'm kind of wondering, do they want us to make, like, an old-timey bank? Because that could be kind of interesting. We got stacks of money. We got the briefcase. We got the piggy bank. This is very interesting. Okay. We got the safe, of course. It's a good item. So I'm imagining two things to this build. I'm imagining a front area with teller counters and then a back area with a vault. So I do enjoy having fun with these builds. Not that I don't have fun with any build, but you guys know what I mean. Sometimes I make the builds in ways that not everybody would, you know, set them up, right? Now, the only thing is the stuff they require me to use is very modern. If I'm going to make an old-timey bank, I guess, okay, no, these dark wood counters would kind of work, right? Those are pretty old school looking. The black marble. Then you can change the paper underneath the counter. That's kind of interesting. So, what if I did that? Oh, matches this one really nice. Did you do money flooring for the bank? Maybe the vault. Except you can't change the floor like that, so I don't know. How would I go about this? I'm going to remove the ATM for now. And I'm just trying to imagine what this could look like. So what if I made multiple counters like this? Oops. Where would this go? Do you think this would be like somebody over here selling like... I don't know. Maybe this could be a desk for somebody else. Make it look like Gringotts. Pillars, that would be nice. Let's see. So I do have obviously the wooden pillars and partition walls. What I was trying to do was make like a bank vault area. So what that might look like, and I don't know how much room I would have for this, but let's just try and play with this for a second. So imagine, so we have a wall there. What if we got rid of, okay, hold on. So we have a wall like that. We take pillars, put it on either side of this wall. So that's first and foremost. You just kind of separate, like there's an employees only little walkway here. But then, maybe there's not a vault. It's hard to imagine where I would put this vault. Because, yeah, I'm not even liking this wall, to be honest. Okay. See, this is why I make silly builds, because it's hard to... when you start to take it seriously, it's hard to wrap your head around what you need to do. Let me maybe make the room a bit bigger. If we give the room some more depth, that should give us some space to play around. So we can move the desks back up. And then we can create, using partition walls, maybe a more blocked off section. Something like that. If I use pillars, will that create like an adequate doorway? It's not bad. It's not centered. Now, do I make it as big as I can? At least that way it's centered. We have more space to play with too. I could probably move it about up to there. Okay. This is kind of interesting. I'll get rid of the windows, but yeah, this is kind of interesting. So, does that leave us enough room to walk? Where's Gala? Let's just kind of put you... So, okay, this definitely leaves enough room for somebody to work behind the counter, which I like. And then we have this room back here. And what we would do with the room in the back is we would make it a bank vault. So that is where a lot of the stuff comes in. Like, she wanted to protect people's assets. So we have the safe item, and we can make it a few different colors. I kind of like that. And then, I mean, I'm tempted to just spam safes. Because there's not a lot of items that represent bank vault, you know what I mean? So we could do that, and then maybe get rid of a couple in the middle. And what if could we put maybe on this side a number of safes as well? Oops. Oops. Okay. Oh my gosh. Boop. There we go. So that gives us plenty of assets to protect, which I like. But it doesn't leave a lot of room for other things, like, I don't know, like a table in the middle or anything like that. Ooh, wait a minute. Hang on. Now that's not a bad idea. There's no reason anyone needs to get in here, right? I mean, if you want to protect the assets of the customers, what better way than protect them is to make sure that the people who work at the bank also can't access them. I don't think that's a very bad idea at all. Let's start here, okay. And then we need some more stuff to protect. It's not enough that you just have some safes. The safes, this is a very busy bank because we put it in the middle of a city, are full. So there's other things at stake here, you know? For example, we got briefcases that are full of gold bars. A couple of them. We got briefcases that are full of cash. So we could just be putting these around, you know, like we got a couple stacks of money. We got some gold bars, which we put right here. Let's see. We got the safe that we can like pop right here. We can maybe put another one right over here. Oops. Okay. And I need to temporarily move these bars out of the way so that I can actually get back there. Because I have to be able to open some of these briefcases. There we go. I want to see what's inside them. That's pretty good. I just want to switch a couple of them. Otherwise, people are going to think one side is for gold and one side is for cash, and that's not the case. It's all valuable. I like the idea of a piggy bank being back here. What else? Should there be some cameras? I think there should definitely be some cameras. Or maybe a camera. You know, video surveillance is kind of expensive. And I kind of like these arched windows as the... Oh, shoot. When you do that, though, it puts them on the partition walls, and I don't like that. Okay, so what if we did the stately wall, which, I mean, if your bank has marble walls, you're already feeling like you're in a good place. But then we did the arch window in the back. Now, the point of putting it back here would only be so people... Like, customers can go in and they can look at their wealth. So they can go around back and just kind of admire their wealth and know that it's safe, you know? I think that's a good feature for a bank. Just being able to admire all the money. All right. What else? It's a simple black mat. We never chose a floor. We could definitely do the iron parquet. Is that parquet floor? I don't know. Whatever. Words are hard. We could do this one and maybe some mats in the back. Actually, you know, a bank vault, I feel like a metal floor would work. Something like... Do I have it? Oh, shoot. I haven't unlocked it. There's a floor, like a tile floor that looks similar to this, except it's like made of metal. Oh, well. Well, we can use gray brick. Still has the same effect. I just wanted the floor to look like nice and solid, except... No, that works. Yeah. There we go. Yeah. That's pretty good. Okay. What else do we have? They've given us a lot of fun items to play with here. Oh, I like the bell bag rug. Can we put that at, like, the entrance? You know you're in the right place when the first thing you see is a giant bag of bells on the ground. Chandeliers, of course. Spruce the place up a little bit. We can put them... I think we should put them all in the... like, just in the front section. So we have them kind of evenly spread out. That's not even close to evenly. Okay, and maybe we throw them in the middle as well. That's looking very, very fancy. I guess for the vault, we can put some fluorescents in there. Something a little more modern. Okay. So I want to come all the way out to the edges with those and then just do something like that. All right, plenty of light in there. Okay. So far, so good. Looks like a fancy hotel. What else could we be doing? I like this clock. It just kind of matches a lot of what's going on. So let's throw that down. Poster stand's good for a bank. Maybe a fan palm. It's pretty good. Oh, and then the elegant stuff. The elegant stuff is really fitting for this room. We'll grab that. Maybe a couple elegant chairs as well. Okay. So now we're just kind of decorating the bank section itself. So a lot of banks have seating and things like that. They want their clientele to be comfortable. So that's what we're doing right now is we're just going to make a seating area for guests. Come in, hang out. Okay. I think what we'll need to do is actually move this stuff over a little bit. There we go. It's hard to get like a good angle on this. And then we can stick a... Oops, that's the rug. We don't want to move that. We can stick the fan palm right there. And then... I don't know what this desk is going to be for exactly, but having a separate desk here doesn't feel like a terrible idea. But I want to put the clock... Do I want the clock in there at all? I don't know. All right. You can expand the room? Yes. The room is as big as it can be right now. All right. I need something else, too. The elegant brown rug. There's no room for it. Okay. The bell bag rug isn't fitting the design, so let me grab this instead and just kind of put it here. Now, these gold-looking chairs do work with what we have currently, but is there a better... Like, also this works, too. Gold diamonds. That's interesting. Let's do that combination for the chairs and the sofa. It's actually quite hideous. Like, really just disgusting looking. How about that? Yeah, I think that's better. I think that's more suitable. Is this a bank or a very rich and luxurious house? This is a bank. This is... I mean, you've never been to a bank where they have, like, seating and stuff? I think doing that with the carpet kind of works, actually. I like that. I don't know if there's any room for this sign. The sign isn't super working for me. Maybe there. Yeah, none of these are really good for a bank unless I add my own. Here, you know what I want to do? I want to go grab something real quick. There's a lot of fun designs that I have, but I'm missing some that I think would work really well here. So I'm going to go ahead and do a quick search. A searcharoo, as they say in the biz. The windows are going to put the bank out of business? What? The windows are nice. Why are you ragging on my windows? All right. Search. You know where this is going. Who's they? Who's going to break the windows? I mean, don't you think that would get people in trouble? These are great. I'm trying to find the one I was using on my other one, my other character. There was a really good one. The one I found has got to be in here somewhere. I can't believe there was not this many the last time I looked. And I'm not seeing the one that I originally found. That one's not bad, though. I like the turnip. Let's go ahead and grab this one. I'm just going to put it down here for now. I'll reorganize my patterns later. There was a really well done sign that I've been using. Oh, there it is. The turnip one isn't bad though. I may use that. Okay. And then there was another one we've been using for some time that it would be really nice to have in a bank situation. Hello, Alex. How's it going? I think that's the one. No, that's this one. That one's a little bit orange. This one. There we go. I feel whole again. Perfect. Let's go ahead and get out of this. Go into here. This is a much better job. I don't put enough effort. I see things like this that are amazing. I mean, don't get too carried away with comments like the very, very nice comments like that. But sometimes I take it in a different direction. See, that actually works really well, though. See, it's an investment opportunity. You get to the bank and you're already encouraged to spend your money on investments. I love it. Now we just need to put something on the desk for the tellers because we've given the tellers desks but no resources to actually do their jobs. Now we can use computers for that. We can use laptops. I'm kind of wondering, can we... Okay, we can do something like this, which I like. Okay, so let's do this. I'm going to kind of make it symmetrical in this sense. There we go. So every bank teller has a computer. We can customize the computers, but the customizations on them are very light. You can just customize them in these different fun colors. But we can change some of the things that are on the screen. And when you go to a bank, you'd want to see really important information on the screen. If you were to get a peek behind the counter, which is really hard to do in this case, you'd want to know that your bank teller was looking things up for you. You'd want to know that they had your best interests in mind. So they're not screwing around. Like we come in here, like this one is working on some programming to improve bank security. And then, of course, this one right here, you know, is looking into future kinds of investments, right? Like more modern investments, if you will. There we go. So, yeah, I think that's pretty good. In terms of the interior of the bank, I think this is great. I think we have our bank vault set up now with lots and lots of, you know, protectables. You know, Gala did say, I want to protect people's investments. So now we do the outside. And that's where things, I'm going to feel a little bit abandoned by the game. So, like, what the heck do we put out here? I have some ideas. First of all, let's make the house look less like a house. I think we need it to look like a bank. If people are going to be entrusting us with their money, then they should get here and have confidence that they're actually going to a bank. So I'm going to kind of, I want to do something like this. Maybe the roof shouldn't be metal. We'll make it like gray tile or that. That looks like a bank to me. Why not? Okay. We can kind of put it sort of in the middle here. So yeah, we need some security. Stone staircase works for me. We need some paths too. So how about we make arch tile. There we go. Just a nice simple path up to the bank. And we need the ABD somewhere. What color can we make this? I just like the silver one. So, you know how outside a lot of banks exists an ABD? I'm kind of thinking that's the situation here. Maybe there's a few of them, so people can like come up and just do their transactions without actually having to go in and like speak to anybody. That feels kind of like the right service to offer here. All right. Security now. We can't have a bank without proper security. Oh, they gave us access to bell bags and coins. Oh, shoot. I should probably put those in the vault. All right. Well, anyway. We also have the plant partitions, which look amazing in any context. Maybe we use light brick for this. Where can we put these? Like, we could put them up here. See, that looks nice. We could even keep going. We could do something like that. Maybe what we can do is actually bring them to the edge and then put something like a street lamp right there. You could polish the vault. Oh, yeah. That's a good idea. Okay. So we're going to need to get creative with the actual rest of the outdoor items. The stuff they're giving us, it's not really inspiring me too much. So I'm going to dig through here a little bit and just see what kinds of fun items we can use to emphasize that this is a good place to store your money, right? I think the evergreen ash is just a good thing to have. It's just a really nice accent to a lot of builds. So I'm just going to have one of those on hand. Ooh, a sample case is a good idea for this bank. Not for outside. I want to go back in the vault and kind of mess with some more stuff because I forgot about those items. Ooh. What if the owner of the bank pulled up in this? What if they... Their car doesn't fit very well, but I was going to say, what if they parked right there? That's kind of interesting. We also want to get the path swapped out here. Oops. I'm kind of thinking the car would look better up here. Maybe a couple of them. Okay. What if we put the evergreen ash right here? Just as like a, again, just as an accent. We got a 5-day Christmas break extension because COVID is really bad in my area and people aren't listening to mandates. They're using time to figure out what to do. Oh, I am sorry to hear that. Not about the school thing. I'm sure you have mixed feelings about that, but yeah, just about the people in general. Let's use a different path for the cars, by the way. Now we can fit some stuff behind these. What if we did fences? What kind of fences do we have? We can really tie this area together with some different fencing. We can use similar fence to what we have in the theme around us. Like we have corral fencing just around. Or we could pick something like block fence, which is very like modern and reminds me of banking. Or iron fence. Now that we have these customizations, this fence looks pretty good. Like we could use this and it looks pretty serious, you know? You don't mess with this fence. So that's kind of interesting. How do cars get off because it's stairs, not a ramp? The cars are the owner of the bank just collects these. They really you wouldn't see them driving around. They're worth way too much. But good question. Still looking around for some stuff. It's interesting that we had those cars, those vehicles, but I wasn't seeing one of the vehicles I was looking for, which you would think would be in this section if that's where the luxury car is. It's probably because I haven't unlocked it yet, but I was looking for the truck. Like the big box truck. And I'm not seeing it. I'm kind of slowly going through here. I'm not seeing any vehicles other than the luxury cars, which is fine. But I'm trying to think, what other items represent security? It's hard to say, right? We could definitely go into lighting, though, and like at least get some street lamps up. Do we have street lamps? Oh. We don't have street lamps. There's an elevator underneath? Yeah, there you go. Huh. Wow, we haven't even unlocked basic street lamps at this point. Who do we need to do a house for to unlock that? That's silly. Okay, well, we can always come back to that, too. I kind of wonder if I could put this behind the... It's really hard to... There we go. Place this down. I feel like we just need something behind the ATMs, so I'm trying to think of something tall we can use. And I guess that's something. I don't know if there's another tree that would work better. Probably not. A fancy water feature's not a bad idea. We definitely have... What about this? You know... Something original, something that not a lot of banks would think to use, right? Are there any other fancy water features, though? I mean, there's the outdoor bath. Fancy. Put real trees? Yeah, I could probably use a real tree. That doesn't fit very well. This water feature's too small and this one's too big. I really need to find something in the middle. But yeah, maybe we'll throw some cedars down because I like the idea of using some normal trees. We can put that there. Oh yeah, that kind of wraps around nicely. Oh, there's just no room. If you have the thing where whatever you craft goes into Happy Home, you have street lamps on your island, you should have them. Maybe I haven't held street lamps in my hands yet on this character. That's entirely possible. Rocks are always a nice accent as well, like when you just have a couple spaces you want to fill, but this rock isn't really fitting in a lot of those spaces. So I'll get rid of that. Well, let's keep this simple then. Until we unlock more items, I think we just need to keep it simple. I'm going to do maybe some stone underneath these, just to put something under them. And then I'm going to go into paths and do dark dirt. And literally we're just going to take here, like that, and put some flowers, and maybe up here as well. And the flowers in question will be none other than gold roses. See, look at that. Bell trees? See, now you're speaking my language. Okay, and then shrubs, right? These look kind of gold. I kind of like that. Just fenced in a little bit more. Garden lanterns? I don't have those either. Not that that's not a bad idea at all. I just don't have it. Yeah, we got to keep unlocking houses. All right, so I like the outside of our bank. We have some ABDs that you can interact with. Can I actually use these? No. And then the inside of our bank, we just wanted to do a couple last-minute finishing touches. It's a bank, not a garden. Have you been to a bank though? Like the big fancy banks do a lot of landscaping, and that's to make sure they attract as many clients as possible. All right, let me just pop back here real quick. We talked about putting a few extra things in the vault, so we can do some bags of bells, which I just lost. Here we go. Okay. And then, what if we did something like that? Wait. I just want facing another angle. There we go. Make it a little random. And then coins. How about like a couple coins like that? And if we could please refrain from shouting out suggestions, guys, that would be awesome. I appreciate you guys being here, and I know that some of you are getting really into it, but it's okay to leave a couple suggestions, but please don't spam them, don't all caps them. It's very distracting. Trays and gold nuggets. Oh yeah, we could throw like a gold nugget down. Let's see. If I have access to gold nuggets, which I do not. I'll probably get them in the future. But as of right now, I can't, unfortunately. Okay. So for the polish, these are all the polishes we've currently unlocked. And we can like put a little bit of sheen on a couple things like the gold bars. I kind of like that. I don't like overdoing it with polish. I think with the money, What if some of the money is wet? Now the reason being is because recently the bank had a flooding issue, and because they're out of room in their safes and the money was on the ground, it's still drying out from the disaster. So it happens. Sometimes money is a little bit sweaty. You know, it just happens for a number of reasons. And I think maybe some gold bars that are depreciating in value because they're not real gold. Maybe someone stored these in here, not realizing that they were fake. So these gold bars are currently depreciating in value, and the person who put them in there, they have no idea. I think that's pretty good. Put that back there. All right, our vault is sealed up. The last thing we need to do is just take a picture. I think what I want to do is something like that. We kind of get a little bit of everything in this picture. And that'll be the picture that I use as, there we go, a bank for everyone. I don't know, maybe not for everyone, but it's a bank for somebody, right? How's the vacation coming along? Oh, it's fantastic. I appreciate the time and effort you put into this. Well, it was a lot. Cloudy just joined. Welcome. You're here just in time to see the tour. A bank for everyone. Here we go. There you go. You wanted to protect. She's like trying to find the code for the vault. How'd you get in there? See, we need to protect everyone's assets from Gala. Nobody else. Oops, your eyes were closed. I can't really help you. There we go. Thank you so much. Never be able to make this room, or make my room this nice if I did it myself. Feel free to hang out and relax a bit. I am going to head back. I have plenty more clients I need to tend to today. It was fun. Welcome back. 15,000 Poke for me. Nice. We're going to keep going. It's always a good idea to chat with folks who are visiting the island. Talk of business. Talk with the business. Good luck. Cool. I'm going to take a really quick bathroom break. And when we return, we will find another client and make their dreams come true. So don't go anywhere. All right. Thank you guys for waiting. I appreciate it. All right. Welcome back, everybody. So we're going to go find another client. Let's go see who we got. We have Shep. I want a place that's got lots and lots of street noise. Shep. You've come to the right place, my friend. I love Shep. I want to get Shep on one of my islands. Probably Cat Butte. I know Shep's a dog, and Cat Butte's named after cats. But someone's got to keep the cats in line, you know. But that'll be a future problem. Anyway, Shep, what do we got? Sounds of the street. Oh, some interesting choices here. Vending machine, a street piano, and a guitar. Very fitting items. All right. You know, we just did a build on this lot here, but I kind of want to use it again because, I mean, there's literally no other city-like island that they give us. So I have to lean on this one a lot for stuff like this. It's also probably my favorite lot. We're just going to do one floor. Keep it simple. And Sounds of the Street should give us access to, I think, some more vehicles. I hope. I really hope. Umi Smiles, how's it going? You can do as many houses in the same plot as you want. All right. Let's pop in here and see what we got. I want to decorate my island like this. It looks really nice. Okay. Sounds of the Street. Let's see what fun items we have. Okay, cool. So we have the fence. We got lamps. We finally unlocked some street lamps. My goodness. We have a scooter. Okay, so that is a vehicle. That's it though? We haven't unlocked any more vehicles other than the scooter and a bicycle. A cruiser bike. What? All right. Well, let's just make like a cool interior street build, right? Like the sidewalk floor looks really nice. We can place it however we want, horizontal or vertical. There's some other ones too, but since I don't really have a lot of construction desires, I'm not going to do a construction site floor. I think we want to stick with this. And then I want to change the size of the room to be very long and a bit wide. Yeah. So I think 10 by 8 is pretty good. And then we've really not unlocked a lot of soundscapes. So I don't have street noise. I feel like we got Shep's build just too early. Like we don't have enough stuff. We really should come back to this at some point, but let's just work with what we've got. And walls. We got to find a good wall here. I think if we did... So what does the brick garden wall look like? That's pretty good. What if we did brick garden wall, but then tree-lined wall as the accent? So it kind of feel like you're in an enclosed space, but then there's something beyond it, maybe. That's kind of cool. But then there's also street art wall, which is honestly a bit repetitive for me. I haven't used this wall before, but yeah, the design repeats so much that I'm just kind of not inspired by it, I guess. Maybe because the wall is so long, the design has to repeat so many times. I kind of like this one better for this, so I think we'll go that route. We even got some sweet street clothing options, instrument cases. Oh, we got some trash we can put down. Oh, boy. So there's a lot of items here. All right. Let's see. I want some scooters. I want a bike. I think street lamps are going to be a thing. I'm just have to decide which ones, and I think the fencing could be cool too. Probably these street lamps here. And that's just out of the new items. Maybe we could put down some trash. Maybe there should be some cones somewhere. Phone booth, utility pole. I like a lot of this stuff. This is really cool stuff. A skateboard. Okay, so there's a lot of junk now, but I like it. I like where this is going. So maybe we start with the scooters. We make them kind of different colors, right? We can even put little logos on them if we want, but we're not going to do that. So we have a silver one. We have maybe a blue one. And then we have like a yellow one. Okay. And so what this is, you know how like you got those like groups of bikers, they always meet up and they hang out and they ride bikes together. They're motorcycles. Well, this is kind of like that, but scooters. There's like a roving scooter gang that's kind of cruising through town in this moment. So they're cruising on through. We have a lot of options for fences here. I'm going to go maybe silver with a warning sign. We'll come back to that. I think for the street lamps, we'll go black. All right. All right, I think I'll take the trash and kind of put it out of the way for now. I'm going to put the cone over here. I don't know if I'm going to use the utility pole. I'm just going to put it in the middle of the road right now. I think the guitar and the piano should kind of be in the same spot. Let's see. I'm going to grab a couple different vending machines. So maybe a white one. And a green one. And I kind of like the idea of the phone booth being here as well, but maybe a little off like there. We could do some benches and stuff too, but what I'm trying to go for right now is just, I'm trying to have all the street lights and stuff. I'm trying to have them kind of placed down. Okay, let me just spread these out evenly. Something like that. Okay. All right. Okay, piano. What designs do we have for this? Okay, there's 2 designs. I was expecting a lot more. So we have the street piano, which doesn't fit in a lot of spots. I'm surprised the back isn't painted either. That's really interesting. So now I'm kind of thinking it should go over here somewhere. And then we can have the guitar kind of sitting beside it. There's no, like, street guitar, you know? They're all really nice-looking guitars. We can go brown on that, though. Okay. I think the bicycle could be kind of tucked over here. I was going to say, maybe with this, we get rid of this light. Maybe with this sign, let's face it out. And, like, we put, like, a cone in front of it. And we're going to put something back there that's kind of like, I don't know, under construction a little bit. My favorite client that I've done? Probably Pudge. Okay. Kind of like the idea of the newspaper just kind of being there. We can customize this utility pole, but there's just a couple of options with that as well. And then maybe a park bench. We got a garden bench. What about the plastic bench? Would that be... Some little logos on it we don't need. Stitches? Oh, thank you. Why can't I get this to face the correct way? Stop it! Oh my gosh. There we go. Oh, it doesn't fit. Interesting. So I guess I have to move all the lights inward a little bit if I want that to all fit the right way. If I wanted a bench between the lights, I'd have to do that. There's not, since we chose to make the room longer than we did deep, there's not a lot of wiggle room here for the bench. I'm kind of worried that I'm just going to have to go without. Sloth, we'll see you later. Okay. Wow, a lot of options for the skateboard. I like the ratty one. It's pretty cool. And I like the gyroid too. Yeah, let's do that. So that skateboard's well used. Okay. Cool. So let me just look and see if there's like any good items for a more construction-y vibe. Probably do something simple like the jackhammer. Yeah. And we got the safety barrier as well. So there's some work going on here. We can put a cone out. Safety barrier. Just to keep people the heck away from it. Maybe maybe something like that. I don't know. Should probably customize the cone as well. There we go. All right. I wish I had the street noise soundscape, but I haven't unlocked it yet. I will eventually. Anything you want to hang from the ceiling. We have done these bird mobiles before, or whatever they're called. They're pretty freaking fun. I just really like these. I usually like to get like one of the same kind and just kind of have them in a random spot, like flying over in like a little group. So we could kind of do something like that. We have the option to hang stuff from the ceiling, so it's a shame when you don't take advantage of it. It is a shame. Gyroid skateboard. Cool. And we want some smelliness. We got... Oops. No, I'm not done. We got bags of trash here. I want to do this without talking to you. There we go. Maybe someone left the phone off the hook in the telephone box. So someone's in there trying to figure out what's going on. And yeah, like I said, I don't like to overdo it with the polish, so I think I'm good there. Let's go ahead and do the outside part now. I really decorate the ceiling because the top of the ceiling decoration constantly shows up in photos and it looks wrong. I see what you mean. I see what you mean. All right, let's design the house to be... I don't know, this is not a bad design. We just gotta fix up the siding and stuff. Something like that. I'm not too invested in the exterior of this house. like to use the iron door plate when I can. Zap pole? Oh yeah, that's a good idea. And when it comes to where this is and like what we do with it, that's like where I'm kind of confused. Like, what other items did they give us to really bring out that street noise bit in this context? It's hard. I've already used so many things, you know? What do I even do outside? Do I just put some trees and like phone it in? We could put these fences up. Like behind the house. I didn't mean to exit that mode. I was trying to move this house, so like we could do something like that. And then we can maybe do brick. Kind of got that vibe out here anyway. And then kind of like we did in the last place, we would make a path that goes up and connects to the house. But maybe we can like, I don't know, do something like this. Oh. Maybe hold the button down next time. Should we just do something similar outside too? What other... We have some cars, right? We can probably use the other cars that we had. It seems like there's a couple different bicycles, and then there's the scooters, and then there's these luxury cars. So what if we did... I don't think the... Well, maybe the bicycle's later, but... What if we did another roving scooter gang out here? We have a car following them. Oh my gosh, look at this thing. Wealth. It's just called Wealth. Grove. That's an interesting choice for a name there. What about a red car? Let's take away the other cars. And this car is stuck behind roving scooter gang. So we got a yellow one. We got a light blue one. And we got a green one. Why do I keep doing that? So there's just some like traffic outside this house. Maybe these are actually up a little bit further. There we go. Okay. Oh, gas pumps. Yeah, the wheels move when you push them. That is pretty cool. Oh, I didn't know you could change this logo up top here. That's kind of cool. Oh, perfect. These days, though, I mean, come on, am I right? So we got our gas station. And maybe we should just put this concrete tile all throughout here. So we got some gas pumps. What do we do on the other side? We can do, ooh, yeah, we can do manhole cover. We can do fire hydrant. So maybe there's like a fire hydrant here. Where are you going? You can put the manhole cover like there, maybe. That works. I like the scaffolding just because if you're trying to make a construction-y looking area, there's nothing better than using the scaffolding, and then you can even like cover it with cloth if you need to, or vinyl. It's facing the wrong way. Maybe blue is better just because I think it's a little more realistic. But yeah, so you have the scaffolding. I don't know where the hydrant could... Well, it can't block the road. I don't know. Maybe the hydrant could just go there. Or. The hydrant could go somewhere down here. Yeah. I don't know. It's something. I'm kind of... When it comes to this build, I'm struggling a little bit because I made the inside like I would normally do the outside, and so now I'm like trying to make the outside unique in its own way, which is hard to do. So I'm just kind of having some fun with it, not really thinking too hard about the decorations, what they represent, the lore, just kind of building it out. And I think what we'll do is some hyacinth plants. Yeah. Should make the hydrant a different color. How about rusty? That instills confidence, right? I do like it. For what it is, I do like the way it looks. Now, I'm not going to be able to get down there ever again, but it still looks good. I'm just going to go ahead and taper these corners. Why isn't it letting me? Okay, well, that's fine. I don't care. Yeah. Cool. Let's do the tour. This looks good to me. Looking good. Sounds of the street. I forgot to make the zap pole. That's all right. That's pretty cool. He's playing with the scooters and the piano. All right. Thanks again. What are your plans for later anyway? Heading back to find more clients. Shep seems happy with this build as he should be. I agree. And I've earned my 15,000 pokey. We did a good job. Maybe I'll be working a little bit more. We've got permission to work on another facility. This time we're creating a hospital. Having a hospital here will give folks peace of mind since they can be seen right away if they don't feel well. With our new visitors and clients as well, our plans to hold a big event, it only makes sense to be prepared. The other day I experienced how dire things can be when you don't have a hospital nearby. I want us to work on designing the best possible hospital facility for our clients and visitors. Let's head to the site now. Wait, what? I wanted to do some houses. I don't want to do a hospital, right? Oh my gosh. Oh boy. All right, fine. You're Lottie. Lottie, I just don't know if I'd force somebody to make a hospital when they're just not in the hospital mindset right now. But for you, I'll do it. Okay, what do we got? We need it to look hospital-y. Whatever that means. Let's see. It's not a bad color. I like the light blue and white roof kind of look. We can make it gold. Gold hospital. Gold and black. Ooh. See, this looks like a hospital that'll take your money. And every good hospital should probably have a system in place for taking your money, right? That's the, at least here in the States, that's the American way. Right? I mean, come on. This is a hospital. Oh, it's more than okay. Let's head inside. Let's do just that. What kind of damage can we do to this poor innocent hospital? Next up, the interior design. The hospital needs 2 areas, a waiting area and an examination room. Press right and look in the order to see what's needed in each area. Let us know when you're done. All right. Designing a hospital. Oh boy, Lottie. Oh boy. This is not good. You should not have put me in charge of this. This is hugely irresponsible. This is really bad. So we have a lot of very interesting items just in the order section in general. And I'm very curious to see what they think I should be putting in this hospital. All right. Am I inspired by any of this? Old stone tile flooring is kind of, I mean, if you went to a hospital and the flooring looked like this, would you be a little concerned? Or would you be more concerned if it looked like this? See, I think if you're really paying attention and you notice the palace tile, you might be concerned that your money isn't going to medical services, generally speaking. But if you saw this, you would know it's not going towards, the hospital itself, right? Like if this is what the floor looked like. That's because just like the outside looks ritzy and fancy, but the inside of the hospital, my friends, they haven't been investing very well in their facilities, and it shows. The wear and tear is a thing. It definitely shows, and it's a problem. It's a real problem. So, anyway, I think we found the perfect flooring, and let's kind of look around. There's a lot of different wall options we have here, but what other options could we find from builds past? Something that would fit the theme a little bit more, the gold core theme of this hospital. Let me just kind of take a look here. A lot of options. A lot of options. I'm not finding the one I was hoping to find. But there's also this. So why paintball? Why a paintball wall for a hospital? Well, great question. You see, sometimes hospitals need to save money. They need to come in and take over locations that are no longer in service. And this island used to host, I don't know if you guys knew this island used to host epic paintball competitions. It just, they eventually got in trouble because liabilities, et cetera, et cetera. So the hospital came in and decided to convert the old paintball, the indoor paintball practice arena into a hospital. It happens, it is what it is. So I think this works out pretty well. We also need some new flooring so we can put these in the entrance and exit. I think that's good. Wow, I didn't know you were modeling this hospital after the one I work at, says Levi. Oh my gosh, Levi, I really hope you're kidding. This is the most upsetting hospital already. I haven't even come near finishing yet. I'm already really upset, and you're telling me this is like in line with what you are used to dealing with. All right. So what else do we need? Well, the order, according to the order section, we need we need a desk, a counter to take people's money, and then some chairs for waiting. So we have a wide array of chairs to choose from. We have folding chairs, we have office chairs, we have reception chairs, and we even have a donut stool. Okay, so there's a wide variety of furniture. We have some public benches that people can wait and sit on. There's even a pet bed for maybe pet patients. There's a lot of options for everybody. Maybe there's an exercise ball. So creating a seating area is going to be easy peasy, especially on a budget, okay? Which is, if you haven't guessed, what we're dealing with. Kind of a budget situation, all right, for the waiting room. And we also probably need a coffee table of sorts. So I'm just trying to see if there's anything suitable for that. Not a ton of options here, disappointingly. Maybe a slab of stone, but that's not really a coffee table. Oh, sloppy table. That can't be too expensive. Let's go sloppy table. All right. So we needed a waiting area, and that's what we're building right now. So we'll just put a couple of these benches down, right? That's too many. That's probably very expensive. Like, let's just keep it simple. And what color options do we have here? Oh, there's alternating colors. Okay, that's kind of ugly. And then I'd say that also doesn't match at all, so that's good. Okay, all right. Sloppy table, what color options do you have for this? That looks sloppy to me. It's all chipped and gross, you know? And let's see, weekly news, kids, comics, sports, fashion, travel, gardening, or crypto. Okay, so this is another part of the waiting area, like where people are kind of chilling. We'll deal with the pet section in a little while. So people are kind of waiting for their appointments to begin, and they can just kind of sit around the table and wait. In fact, I'm already getting inspiration, guys, for a whole nother way to look at this. So let's take our seats that were clearly pulled out of an abandoned stadium and move them on one side, and then we'll put these seats on another because, you know, sometimes a hospital wait can take a while, right? So what you want when you're waiting is a place to sit down and enjoy a little bit of food, okay? We need a cafeteria, guys. Like, that's super important. You know, you gotta be able to feed your guests while they're waiting for their appointments. So that's good. And then I don't know, the pet bed can just sit there for now. So we need to build out this cafeteria. Now, if you don't know anything about cafeterias, they again can be kind of expensive, right? Like, someone has to come in and like cook the food, and somebody has to like clean the tables. Like, if you build out a cafeteria, you're going to have to deal with the health department, or there are some alternative options, you know, to that problem. So I think I have a solution to this. I'm just trying to find it. Bear with me here. Nothing in here. Hold on. Let's see. Is it in this section? No. What? Oh, it's probably in here. Is that just a fridge? Where is it? Where's what I'm looking for? I know we have it. This is the part that always slows me down. Whenever I have an idea for something and I think of a specific item I finally want to put in the hospital or whatever build we're doing, there's always this part where I have to like carefully dig through all the different items that are, you know, sometimes very poorly placed. Here we go. Okay. So you can hire staff to make good food and have clean tables and things like that, but that's expensive. So instead, you have vending machines. And, you know, don't worry. There's going to be a variety here. Like, for instance, this vending machine has orange juice. And we can go ahead and put that right here. And then this vending machine has sports drinks. And this one here has a sale running on whatever that is, whatever green nonsense that is. There we go. Okay, so the cafeteria is pretty much done. Trying to see if there's any other items that would help the cafeteria, you know, really hit out of the park. I think popcorn. You know, because drink machines are great and all, but an old-fashioned popcorn machine, I think, with all the money this hospital makes, is a fair investment and works really well for what we're trying to achieve here. We're trying to make sure that any guest waiting for assistance has everything they need, and I think we've done just that. I think the cafeteria is perfect. I want to see if there's any lights that can hang from the ceiling that would give our guests who are waiting a little bit of light so they can see what they're eating. This enamel lamp. Do you see this? Like, look, especially the green one, look how cheap that looks. That wouldn't cost us much at all to put it right there. That's great. All right, fantastic, fantastic. So the waiting area technically is everything it needs, right? We got extra seating. We have a cafeteria. We have the reception desk. We have a place. We can put the pet bed in the corner. So that's just for people who are, you know, there's no vet on the island. There's no veterinarian services on the island. So you can bring your pet and they can just kind of chill while they wait. Maybe we can have a couple of pet beds just right there. Well, maybe right there. That's fine. And the fact that these match are probably, it's kind of expensive. So I'm going to make sure these don't match. I'm only doing that because we buy everything at this place from those kinds of retailers that get like secondhand goods, like stuff that was sitting on the shelves for a really long time and didn't sell. So that's why we have kind of what might seem to the untrained eye a random assortment of tables and chairs and things like that, but it's not random. It's just what they could find on a budget, right? That's all it is. I'm going to move this back a little bit. And we also should probably get, speaking of things hanging in the ceiling, we should get some signage put up. All right, so we have the hanging guide sign. And let's see. They have all kinds of things here. So I think I want the arrow pointing up. Huh. Maybe green. Okay. This is going to act as our entire directory. Like, that's where you go to get care. Just that room straight ahead. We have a lot of room on the left side of the hospital. Like, what other items do you think they would want us to use to fill that out? Ooh, magazine racks. Yeah, always be good to have some light reading material. Oh, that's hideous looking. All right, let's use this. So we can kind of put, for these folks who decided not to wait in the cafeteria, we can kind of give them some light reading material just right there. Some magazine racks. What other items do we get? You know what's interesting? We have this medicine chest here, and I'm kind of curious. You know it would save a lot of money? Being able to go to the hospital and just grab whatever pills you need, right? Like kind of like a self-service prescription area. I think that would be a good use of our medicine chests. So we have a couple different types of medicine chests here. And this is just, you know, you come in, why, like if you just have a headache or something, why go through the process of seeing the doctor and, you know, having them check you out? If you know what's wrong with you, just come in, leave some money on the desk, and grab what you need. Why is it so hard? Why can't all hospitals be this efficient? So yeah, I think I'm digging that. That's a good idea. I think if a real hospital system was watching right now, like someone in charge at a real hospital system, I think they would see that and go, "Why didn't we think of that? That's a fantastic idea." All right, so that's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with the waiting room. I think we did a great job in here. All right, perfect. So let's go ahead. We have the waiting room done. Let's work on the next section. What did I eat today? I had some eggs for breakfast and I had some chili for lunch. Okay, cool. So in this room, we need the following. We need one doctor's desk, a doctor's chair. What's a doctor's chair? And then a patient chair. So seems to be a difference between a doctor chair and a patient chair. Is this a patient chair? No. Is this a patient chair? Oh, this counts as a patient chair. Okay, interesting. So we can put that here. That's everything we need in here, honestly, but we're not done. Okay. The doctor's desk can be arranged in all sorts of fun ways. What's the cheapest looking one we can find? Ooh, wait a minute. What do you think they're looking at here? Maybe they put up this sign that says sale on it with a picture of Tom Nook. And because this doctor, you know, this is his practice or her practice, they have an interest in saving money, so they're always looking up the best sales. And they found an article that they wanted to follow up with, and so they decided to put it on their desk instead of an X-ray or anything like that. They're just reminding themselves, hey, there's a sale, and I just want to make sure that I don't miss it. All right. And doctor has the nicest chair in the whole building. Okay, so this is the patient would come in, and you know, blah blah blah. They would have some patient problems or something like that. And the doctor would tell them to go outside to the self-service cabinet, get what they need, and leave. But what happens if something goes seriously wrong? Okay, like you're in a hospital, you want to make sure that they can handle it if things go south. All right, it happens. All right, let's just be real here. I know some of you don't want to deal with that reality, but sometimes people get into a situation and they need help. So we're gonna make sure that this place is equipped to handle those problems. Okay. What we're going to do is we have the operating room floor. Let's just see what other floors they kind of give us. Is there anything more suitable to fit our needs? White mosaic, too bumpy, patient ward floor. Ooh, okay, kind of looks nice and oily. Any other floors here? Parking lot floor. Huh. Yeah, I think this will work. Okay, so let's do the parking lot floor. Any walls that kind of fit our needs as well. I think it would need to look pretty sterile in here, right? Like something like the white brick or the blue brick, maybe the white brick. It makes you feel safe, like you're in a nice clean place. So that's kind of what you want to see, right, when you go to the hospital. But then we need an accent wall, and what's perfect about the accent walls is they can be dual purpose, right? Like it's not just a wall. Also, they can open. If we use the shutter wall, it's perfect. So here's how this works. Patient super sick. They fell out of a tree or something. Oh, my head hurts, whatever. So they're here, and you don't want to be in a situation where you can't quickly take care of your patient and their needs. So as the doctor, it's perfect. It's a very convenient space. All you need to do is push a button, open the doors, and wheel your patient outside and close the doors. And just like that, the patient is no longer your problem. And that is another job well done. And the best part about this system is that you're ready for your next patient. And boom, in and out. You went in the hospital, you had a problem, the doctor took care of you the best way they knew how, and then they're ready for more patients. So because they need to be ready for more patients, we probably need to give them some more space in this room because it is rather small. So we can make it, let's see, a little bit longer, okay? We can take this and we can put it in the corner. We can take this and kind of line it up at the front of the door. And then, these gurneys, kind of expensive, and you kind of need these on hand. So we're going to have a couple extra gurneys in a couple different parking spots just sitting on standby. We can even make this a little bit bigger if we need to. So we can kind of do that. Can they sit centered? No, that's fine. We can do that. Okay. And we can put this up here. Perfect. And then we could put like another one kind of right here. The gurneys were stolen from the EMTs. They get them back. The EMTs eventually, find the gurneys outside not being used, and they do what they need to do. This is a good hospital system. I wouldn't worry about it or think about it too hard. Okay. This is perfect. I think this is great. This hospital is the most efficient hospital I think anyone's ever seen. I do believe that. I think you won't be waiting that long. If you come in here with a problem, the wait will be really short. So if you find the waiting room a little bit off-putting, if you're in here and you're like, I don't know about this waiting room, guys, like it's a little bit upsetting to me, it's okay because it won't take long for them to see their next patient. So I want to let Lottie know, oh, there's one more thing. There is one more thing we need to do. We need to address one issue. Because this hospital needs to make money, we should probably make sure they have a system in place to take your money. So just kind of looking through here. I know there's cash registers. How about, you know what? These nice modern touchscreen cash registers are great, but I think just using this one, this run-of-the-mill cash register is probably the better way to go. There we go. Perfect. So there we go. You come in the hospital. They're prepared to take your money, and then you get your problems solved one way or another. Cool. All right. How are things going? Well, I'm finished. Let's decide who will be working here. Okay, fair enough. All right. So it's suggested Antonio's the doctor and Opal as the receptionist. I'm gonna make some choices here. Let's see. We need a doctor capable of getting through a lot of patients, because even Lottie has had to go to the hospital in this very short amount of time I've known her. So we need to make sure we get the right doctor. We cannot get this wrong. I think who would be a better doctor than Coach? Because somebody who is like really into athletics is going to move quickly. And you saw that exam room. Like, it takes somebody who's going to be like quick to act. And like when you think of someone like that, you think of an athlete. So I think of Coach, someone who trains athletes, and I think that's perfect. That's exactly what we need. As a receptionist, though, we need someone who's going to be sensitive and they're gonna really. They also need to have a keen eye. Like, they need to be willing to listen, you know, and make sure that they get the patients in and out on time. But they also need to be sure to take the money, right? That's how this hospital survives. And I think Knox is uniquely qualified here, given that he's basically made of gold. Knox has an appreciation for money. So let's go ahead. We probably change their outfits too to be a little more fitting of the situation. What happened here? A ripped doctor's coat. I'll have to remember that. All right, but what about Knox's uniform? We need Knox to be wearing something that's going to make it nice and easy to reach his hands out. It can't be too constricting. He's got to reach his hands out and take the money from people's wallets. So what can we do here? You know, these thread-worn sweaters look pretty comfortable. We can give him a gold one. We can splurge on that. And the reason I know that this is the perfect money-taking sweater is because look at where the stretch marks are in it. Like on the arms and stuff. Like those are all the points in which you would move your hands out to grab money. So I think this is a perfect uniform for Knox. So we'll go with that. And then this doctor's coat for Coach is just so, like, this is a lot to spend on a uniform. I really think we lucked out here with the ripped doctor's coat. You know we got that at a discount, and we can really put the money towards things that we actually want as a staff that makes us happy rather than clean uniforms. That's silly. All right, I'll call the staff. Wait, before we do this, we need to give our new hospital a name. Oh, I didn't think of this. Okay. Let's give it a name. Give me a second. Give me a second. Okay. Give money. Oh, we gotta use punctuation. Get care? What? Perfect. You definitely want to name it Give Money, Get Care? Yep. We've got ourselves a name. Cured? We can't promise things like that, Sammy. Were you trying to get us sued? Perfect. Oh man, this is our finest work yet. Knox standing at the desk in the waiting area, ready to go, taking on new clients, patients. There's the cash register, warmed up, fired up, ready to take some money. All right, and let's see the exam room. Here we go. Coach is already seeing their first patient in the examination room. Our gurneys are lined up, ready to wheel the patient outside if they need to. If they need to put him outside, it's not a problem. We got lots of extra gurneys on standby for anyone who needs expedited exiting from the hospital. It's great. It was great. Rip Gala. I brought the hospital staff. I also went ahead and recruited a few patients. What do you mean recruited patients? Wait, what did you do? Did you go out like breaking legs? What do you mean recruited patients? I really like how it all turned out. It'll look great in photos. It says you. And speaking of photos, once you're done, let me know so we can take a celebratory photo outside. Oh my gosh. What did Lottie do to you? And why are you so okay with it? I recruited patience. Oh my goodness. Oh, well, let's go take the photo. Roblox peoples, we'll see you later. Blackmail them into getting sick? We're gathered here to take a special celebratory photo of Give Money, Get Care. Thank you very much. With the creation of this hospital, our little island is a bit safer today. Yay! Yeah, very little. A very little bit safer. I'm so excited about how everything is coming along. All right, we need to hear from the person in charge of decorating Give Money, Get Care. Few words? Yeah, worst speech you can give. I'm saying some words. Last but not least, let's take that celebratory photo. All right. How do you make them... There we go. What do you think of this photo? It's perfect. Sweet. Celestial Light, we'll see you later. Because of you, we were able to complete this impressive hospital. Thank you for moderating, by the way. Now, if a client or staff member falls ill, we can take good care of them. What a relief. True, but just be careful to watch what you eat. I really made you all worry that time, didn't I? Well, I'm all better now. There's no need to worry anymore. Moving on, as always, worked really hard. Your pay should reflect that, so here's 25,000 Pokey. Awesome. All right. Let's just say for now that we're finished. That was awesome. That hospital came out better than I could have hoped. So good. We have all kinds of people still waiting for houses out here. Fonzo, like all kinds of folks. Let me check something real quick, though. Before we continue. Okay. Cool. We will call it here because I do have some other stuff that I got to get done today. And unfortunately, I don't have a ton of time to get it done. So I'm going to take the rest of the day to do that. But I want to thank you all for being here. I had a lot of fun. I hope you did too. Got more videos on the way. I've been editing my butt off, trying to get some stuff done. I was thinking I might release something later today, but it may end up coming out in the morning. But one way or another, keep an eye on the channel. Subscribe if you haven't, and you can get notified. Especially hit that bell. You can get notified whenever anything happens here on the channel. I do appreciate you guys hanging out today. It was fun, and yeah. I want you to stay safe. And oh, also join the Discord if you haven't already. We have a Toy Day building competition going on right now, and you can get more details on it in the Discord. The winner will get 100 Nook Miles tickets, so check that out. Discord is linked down below. Everything you need is linked down below. I will see you all later. That's all I got. All right, everybody. See ya.